Today we are going to start chapter 6, that is economic reforms since 1991 or new economic policy. In this chapter we are going to discuss meaning of economic reforms, elements of new economic policy and an appraisal of LPG. We are going to discuss meaning of economic reforms and new economic policy. Economic reforms refers to a set of economic policy directed to accelerate the pace of growth and development. In 1991, the Government of India initiated a series of economic reforms to pull the economy out of the crisis of 90s. These reforms came to be known as a new economic policy. The government introduced a new set of policy measures which changes the direction of our development techniques. Now, need for economic reforms. Why government required new economic policy? First, fiscal deficit. Fiscal deficit is the difference between government expenditure and government revenue. It is financed by raising loan from banks, public international financial institutions. Before 1991, fiscal deficit of the government increases too much because of increase in non-development expenditure. Due to continuous increase in fiscal deficit, there was rise in public debt and liability to make interest payment. Indian economy was in debt trap. In 1991, amount of interest liability increases to 36.4% of GDP. Next, that is adverse balance of payment. Balance of payment is a difference between inflow of foreign exchange and outflow of foreign exchange. When outflow of foreign exchange is more than inflow of foreign exchange, that is balance of payments become adverse. Before 1991, exports were less due to the poor quality of domestic goods and import were more because of import substitution. Balance of payment increases from 2,214 crore to 17,367 crore in the year 1990 and 1991. Third, Gulf crisis. On account of Iraq war in 1990 to 1991, prices of petrol rise up. Besides, India used to receive huge amount of remittance from Gulf countries in terms of foreign exchange. Next, that is poor performance of public sector undertakings. Many public sector undertakings incurred huge losses but continue to function because it is difficult to close a government undertaking even if it is a drain on the nation's limited resources. Prices, inflation. Inflation is rise in general price level due to shortage of aggregate supply. Economic crisis was further compounded by rising prices of essential goods before 1991. The rate of inflation was 16.7% in 1991. Such a high rate reduced the demand of Indian goods in domestic and foreign markets. Fall in exchange rate. These are the reserves of foreign assets like foreign currency and foreign security. Foreign reserves were used to meet consumption requirement and development projects. Foreign exchange reserve declining to the level that was not adequate to finance import for more than 2 weeks, or we can say 10 days. There was also not sufficient foreign exchange to pay the interest to the international money lenders. Also, no country or international funder was willing to lend to India. Foreign exchange reserves reduced to nearly 6,000 crore in 1991 from nearly 8,200 crore in 1980 to 81. India approached the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, popularly known as World Bank and International Monetary Fund, and received $7 billion as loan to manage the crisis. For availing the loan, these international agencies expected India to liberalize and open up the economy by removing on the private sector, reduce the role of government in many areas, and remove trade control between India and other countries. India agreed to the condition of World Bank and IMF and announced the new economic policy. The new economic policy consists of wide range of economic reforms. Therefore, in order to overcome the economic crisis and accelerate the pace of economic growth, new economic policy was introduced in July 1991. Now, there are the components of new economic policy. There are three components of new economic policy, that is the policy of liberalization in place of licensing for industrial sector. Second, the policy of privatization in place of quotas for industrialists and firms. The policy of globalization in place of permit P for quotas and imports. These three policies are known as LPG policy in place of LQP in 1991. Elements of new economic policy. There are three main elements of new economic policy, that are liberalization, privatization and globalization, which we are going to discuss in the next session.